Hey guys, Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. Today we are working on Fearow. No, sorry, Fearow. Spearow was the last one. And sorry, who are we doing again? Fearow is another bird type Pokemon. It is a normal flying type, and when I saw it, I immediately thought this bird looks old. It looks a little bit ancient, a little bit like it needs to rest and not be flying around so much. And yeah, I just felt like it looked at it. Look, it doesn't look quite run down yet, but it looks like it's getting to the point where it will be aged and run down. Um, and so I thought I would do like an abandoned farmhouse type build that isn't necessarily so abandoned. The local use of the area, I guess, hang out here. And have trashed the place a little bit, but they intentionally keep the inside decent enough so that they can still use it. Because if you trash the place, you can't use it. They'll condemn it. If they condemn it, you can't hang out there. So, that is sort of how they have this whole thing work. The local council or whatever is like, hey, if you trash this place, we will just bulldoze it and you guys can't hang out here. But if you take care of it and whatever, we will let you continue using it. Um, so it is a little trashed, especially out the front. There's a lot of garbage around, but I guess you could be like, it's already there or something, or maybe like the kids who get in trouble at school or whatever with the police or whatever. If it's a smaller offense, their job is to come clean up the trash here. So it yeah, I don't know. It was fun to kind of mess around with. I wanted it to feel a bit gross and nasty, and so like the kids who hang out here aren't afraid of getting dirty or whatever. But the kids who are like ill know that's gross. You'll never see them here. So yeah, that's kind of the setup we went with. I don't know. I had fun with it, trying to make it feral and gross, but also not completely feral and gross. Um, Imagine teenagers trying to keep somewhere clean, um, somewhere that they can hang out and whatever. Um, but yeah, like they're also not that concerned with it. So yeah, it's sort of how we end up with this. I was also on a Discord call with a couple of fellow streamers. So in Sarius LP, in Sarius's Discord, there are fortnightly uh calls where we all just hang out and share what we're doing. So it's kind of co-working and relaxing. So it can be very distracting. But it also can be very focusing. So yeah, I was doing this build while over there, and at some point, yeah, the doors glitch out. You'll see it. I decided not to cut it out just because I wanted you guys to see what happened. But yeah, for sure, the doors definitely glitched out. They didn't look the greatest. Yeah, like you can see the door handle glitching out a little bit there, and then after a little while, I noticed that it starts to glitch out even more. Like I didn't do anything different. I didn't change anything. I didn't. Um, yeah, it just was existing, and it decided not to work anymore. So yeah, it was very, very interesting to see what on earth was happening, but I ended up just deleting the doors until I was ready to continue or like finish up the build. So towards the end, I do believe I had the door back, but at the end, oh sorry, during the middle, I do end up deleting the doors. So for a little bit, yeah, there's no doors in or out of the property. And then one of the other doors, I think I end up blocking by the dining table, I think, but they don't really use the back door. Or maybe they put it on backwards so it opens outwards, maybe. I don't know. But you can kind of see already the glitchiness of the door just to the left there. You can see the frame of it is kind of sticking way out of the wall. Um, and like the door and the frame on the outside of the builds have separated, and no matter what I tried to do, it just didn't want to work. I don't currently have any, or I have 2 mods installed, but they're not mods that would interfere with UI. I believe it's Twisted Mexi's better exceptions. So when I do turn my mods back on, it can tell me if there's any that are out of date or any that have not glitches, but like they're not safe to use. And then I can't remember the other one. I remember actually, you know what? I know there was 2, but I can't remember what the other one was. But I got rid of Tool and Better Build by. I know some people are still using it, and it's just the UI that's broken. But I don't want to risk losing my game. I did do a build and have my game crash, although it was kind of my computer, not just my game. It was, yeah, a lot. So I just don't want to risk it. So yeah, I worked away on some builds. I say some, this build and another build without any mods. And I think I'm going to just continue doing that for a while. I wait 2 to 3 days usually before checking to see if mods are updated, because I know that modders are people with real lives, and it can take some time for them to even, like, let's just say they could do it straight away, like right now, right here, right now, get it done. I know it takes time, so I wait 2 to 3 days before I even check. And with some of the modders I have, I'm in their Discord, so I'll actually get notified when they get updated, so I don't check those ones really ever. So yeah, it's probably good for me to learn how to build without mods for a little bit. Although when I uninstalled Better Build By, I didn't abruptly uninstall it. You're supposed to what do you call it? You're supposed to go in, turn it all off, and then leave and then remove the mods. But I just removed the mods because that way I can still have access to all of the debug items. I can't turn it off, but they're all still there. I can still access them. It's all good. Also with this build, part of it, you might have noticed about 40 seconds ago, there was a little bit of a glitch between the recording, between the videos. Some reason, because when I was in the Discord call, I was recording the build, but for some reason at some point, instead of, like, I'd paused it, and instead of pressing play, I must have thought I pressed play and then didn't. And then for 3 hours, that's how long that ended up being. It was like maybe a minute's worth of building and 3 hours of me just sitting there doing nothing. And I can go back and tell you exactly what videos I was listening to, like what I was doing on my computer. You can hear me working on a puzzle. You can hear me, I was listening to Little Simsy's video on her making the kit, or her first video on the kit. It was the one where she actually downloaded it and got to play with it. So yeah, like for 3 hours, I accidentally recorded nothing, and I missed just putting in a little bit of landscaping. So you really don't miss much, but the grass thing underneath the house is what I put in basically, and then I changed color of it, which I'm kind of glad you guys missed. I don't really want. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit boring to see me make mistakes and then undo them. Which is also fantastic that the last build crashed, because in half an hour I was able to do double the amount of what I did in the 45 minutes that I'd lost. So, you know, I did quite a lot there. Very, very happy with how that build turned out. It's actually one that's probably going to come out next week. I'm kind of building out of order because that's what I feel like doing. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you want to see more stuff like this and listen to me ramble more, I come out with a video almost every single day this year, so make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!